Everybody, Dr. Lauren from Flint Hills Family Chiropractic here. Today we want to talk to you a little bit about childhood milestones. We're going to focus on physical milestones rather than social today, and we just want to talk a little bit about when you might see that your child is delayed maybe with their milestone and what you can do about that and how we may be able to help.
We're going to hit on just a few of the milestones that your child will hit as they grow in that first year. As you can see, baby Myra here, she is close to 3 months old and she's holding her head up really, really well. And that's a good milestone at 3 months. Is we want your baby to hold their head up, be looking around in all directions. We were just discussing that the window of opportunity for your child to develop these milestones within normal can increase as they age in that first year. So for her at almost 3 months, being able to hold her head up is wonderful. But if you're getting to that couple of weeks after the 3 months, your baby is not holding their head up, then there's some cause for concern there that your baby has low tone, as in muscle tone, and is unable to perform that task. And then at around 6 months of age, when your child should be able to kind of sit themselves up and sit by themselves, that window can get a little bit bigger. So we're talking 3 to 4 weeks. As your baby gets a little bit bigger at 9 months, when they are starting to crawl, again, that window can get bigger. And then around 12 months for walking, within normal, it can be up to 18 months that your child may not start walking, and it is normal.
Something that is also very important is that these milestones do happen in this order, or very close to it. You want to see them first begin to hold their head up, and then over time be able to sit up, and of course are holding their head up, and then moving into that on their tummy position, raised arms, and crawling at about 9 months before eventually walking, about 12 to 18 months. They happen in this order because it actually is stimulating brain development, and that is the really important part of why, if they're not doing these milestones, we do want to get them checked out. We want to make sure that they have the proper strength along their spine to hold themselves up and to grow and continue. And then, of course, if there is misalignment in the spine, then we do fix that as chiropractors, and we may also sometimes give exercises or things to help to improve the muscle tone. And, when a baby is learning to crawl, something that a lot of parents notice are that their baby army crawls, where they're not up on all fours. Their tummy is still touching the ground, and they're kind of, I guess also, is it called lizard crawling sometimes?
Bear crawling.
Bear crawling. Their legs come out to the side and they stay really low and shuffle. That is one type of crawl that is actually concerning, and the other type is scooting their bottom all across the floor. They don't get on all fours, they just sit, and they really do scoot themselves around all over the place. And that's another one. If you see either of those, please give us a call. We then look at, kind of the bottom of their spine is a main area. We check the low back. And then there may also be things we find in their neck and mid-back as well, but it varies with every child. And lastly, when it comes to walking, there are maybe some variations. They might swing their leg out to the side. That might not look quite like walking straight forward. They might turn a foot out. They may have, the bow legs or something like that. And of course, again, we would love to check them out and see what may be going on, make sure they don't have any hip issues happening, and that, again, their low back and low area of the spine is aligned properly so that it can function properly.
It's not a competition, it's about the proper development for your child and making sure that they hit those milestones in the order that they need to be in, because they do have implications later on in life. So when your child is learning to read, it can For example, the crawling is big because crawling actually, the appropriate way or the correct way, helps to make those connections between the two sides of the brain. And when your child is, let's say, army crawling, bear crawling, or booty scooting across the floor, they're not getting that cross crawl pattern that is making those connections in the brain to help them read when they get older and are in. Of course, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about your child, feel free to call in. Our number is 785-320-6791. You're more than welcome to stop by the office. You can also schedule a free consultation and we can answer your questions at that time.
If you happen to have any questions that you would like to comment below on this post, we would be happy to answer those on here as well. Or if you have any good experiences with things, especially with chiropractic with your kiddo, we would love to hear about that as well. So thank you all for watching.